Hi, my name is Javier Velasquez. I was with Pico 520 Infantry. I deployed with them in 2011. Was overseas for 10 months in Afghanistan, and then completed my service in 2016.
I'm Sierra Tremaine. I served in the United States Air Force from 2012 to 2018, this past March, and I'm currently serving in the Pennsylvania National Guard.
Eric Michael Frazier, United States Marine Corps.
The job, so we placed the guitar on the front porch. Lost the house, so we placed the guitar.
My name is Andy Harris. I served with the 3rd Brigade of the 101st from 2006 to 2011.
My name is Matt Camacho. I served with the Army. I did 2 tours, one Iraq and one Afghanistan.
So we got picked up at the airport and came to the house and was presented with lots of beer. And we're chilling out for a little bit, and then we went on the porch and had all of our rock climbing gear it was like Christmas. It was like sectioned out for us, and they were like, go find your stuff. So got to try on all our gear, helmets, harnesses, all that jazz. And then I think it was the very next morning we hit the rock wall and started learning how to tie knots.
And if you take me straight to hell, I'm down to ride for a on down the fall line, on down the fall line, on down the fall line.
Rock climbing at Idaho State University was amazing.
It's been 10 years gone, dried up after spilled beer, they're moving on. I guess you could say, and in the crowd sees a young girl screaming out her vocal cords. She's grooving on the melody they're making. They're both a little older, meeting up at the end of the road. On down the fall line, 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 on down the fall line.
The weather's supposed to be, and go out there and climb and do your best. I mean, there's not much to it. Just practice and practice. You keep getting consistently better, and there's nothing to be scared of. People are like, oh, I'm scared of heights, but even if you are, there's someone holding you the entire time. There's nothing to be scared of. It's a rope holding you. So,
Pretty much 2 or 3 walls down to where I live at. I ride past them when I'm, lifting weights, and I always look at, I want to climb that wall. So an opportunity to come here to do that, presented itself. I definitely jumped at that. When we're in the gym, I was looking up the wall and I was like, well, I'm not really sure that's something we can do. But then Russell was like, no, we can make that happen, watch. And so we started with, making sure we went all over the safety, brief, and made sure that the ropes were good to go, and putting on a harness, and we went through all the learning curve for figuring that out for just me, because everybody else who's able-bodied pretty much are the same. When it comes to an adaptive athlete, there's a lot of curveballs that are thrown into the situation, and I was very impressed with the fact that Russell and the other guys then, were willing to make sure they did whatever they could to ensure that I could climb that wall, in which I did. Just making it up the halfway the first day, the guys got to see how that was going to work. We tweaked it a little bit. I listened to the advice of several other people, and then the next day we came in there, we fixed some things, and I made it up the wall, which was a huge confidence builder for myself. I've done a lot of different things, but you can always find a way to continue to push yourself and reach a limit that you didn't, have in your back pocket before. And that's what I was able to accomplish by climbing that wall.
Crazy. So from indoor, I feel like we got really good at climbing the wall, and we felt like experts, kind of, for the most part. And then we went to Ross Park and pretty much started from square one, because it's not the same climbing indoor as outdoor.
So I was already familiar with climbing, so when I heard PTSD was putting on a climbing class, I figured it'd be an awesome opportunity to get back with the veterans and help spread some knowledge around a little bit with climbing, and just, like I said, have a good time with the veterans.
Left leg up. There's a good spot.
Jesus. Oh, that's a good one.
The transition was extreme, but this is an extreme sport, so that's something to be expected. When we got out there, we made sure, again, we did the most important thing, which was be safe and set up everything so that veterans wasn't going home broke or anything like that, because it's not like this isn't somewhat dangerous. So we got to the wall, we figured out that, hey, maybe it's in our best interest to try to use a chair to protect my lower half, because even though I don't walk on it, it's still a vital part of me that needs to be treated with respect. So we set that all up. I started taking apart a chair. For them to have a chair on hand just like that was something that was pretty amazing in itself. And then they was willing to hack it all to pieces for me. That meant a lot to me. It still does. So we, got that chair fixed. Russell, again, the support of the community, a gentleman came out who's a welder, who said that he could have it back within 24 hours. That's super impressive. Most people, man, you gotta wait a week or so to get something like that. And so he made that happen, and we were able to get a chair back and climb up and figure out some things and tweak it some more. And so I was able to make it up most of the wall here in Ross Park, which was, again, super rewarding and just one of those things that you get to tap into when times are getting hard. You're like, you know what, I did some things that were pretty hard, and now I can look back on these things and use them to make an impact on my life and others as well too.
That's it. This is why I trust my brothers in arms, because they ain't never let me down yet. PTSD, baby.
So we started out with some indoor climbing, transitioned to some outside climbing, then eventually went down to Logan, Utah, and did some pretty awesome outdoor climbing, some big climbs and stuff like that. It was a good time.
fucking dope!
It was a great time out here in Pocatello, Idaho. We want to thank the community for all their support and dedication to us. You know, to be able to rock climb and be able to go back to North Carolina and say that I did that, it's mission accomplished. Thanks, guys.
How y'all doing? I'm Russell Davies, founder of PTSD Veteran Athletes. Just want to give a huge shout out to all the veterans that participated in our summer rock climbing class. You guys crushed it. Can't wait to see what you do with the sport. I also want to give a huge shout out to the community that we're so lucky to be involved in. Like Idaho State University letting us utilize their indoor climbing facility for the first duration of the class. And everybody that volunteered their time, like Stephen and Diana Laney, as well as Amy Knight. You guys were a tremendous help. I also want to give a shout out to Don Roberts, who donated the wheelchair that we were able to use for Eric Frazier to climb, as well as Mason Lewis for being able to fabricate that chair to customly fit Eric's specific needs. I also want to give a huge shout out to Black Diamond, Idaho Adventure Sports, and Craig Chalkbags. You guys helped so much with contributing so much gear that I can't thank you enough. As well as everybody from the Sandpiper, American Built, and Narcissist, Cola Tree. You guys helped so much. Also, Garn and Deb Theobald, without you, this thing wouldn't even be what it is today, and so I can't thank you both enough for how much you contribute. Also, Rod Russell and Kathleen Russell, you guys have been so generous. And then everybody from the community that has donated anything, time, money, fundraisers, all the above. We couldn't do this without you. So from me and everybody at PTSD, we thank you, and we'll see you all out there.